After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West.
This marks the beginning of the era called the Cold War. This cutscene, by the way, this opening cutscene, oh my gosh, dude, is so good. I raised the volume of the capture device because when I looked at the MGS2 stuff, it sounded pretty quiet for the most part, so if it gets too loud, let me know. Dude, this freaking cutscene. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. This cutscene's stupid. There's nothing cool about it. It's just as dumb as all the other Metal Gear games, okay?
Over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
Little does he know I already have a mask on. Who did that plot decon? Oh.
Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
I don't condone smoking, but that's a really cool scene.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
Okay, it's going into the yellow, so I'll turn it down a tad bit.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off.
I've always been really impressed by the way they show the shaking clothing for some reason.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per
It's like
hour.
really good.
Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off.
There's a reason for that name. Also, I'm in love with her.
3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings.
And fly. God be with you.
I'll allow it, I won't acknowledge it. Just like Konami doesn't acknowledge Kojima's existence. Oh, hey, yo!
Some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us. Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Mao Shi. The O to me, it sounds like sort of like I don't know how to explain it. It sounds. I thought that's what it was like. It's like like Mergen. I don't know. Mao Shi. That is how I say snake eater in Estonian. That is almost correct. The pause between Mao and Syria was unnaturally long. Try without a break. Mao Syria. Wait a second, is that Raiden again? From Metal Gear Solid 2? What? Just kidding. Actually, no, not just kidding. Yeah, we're playing as Raiden again. This is the original. Yep, Estonians would understand that. Really? Are you serious? Well, heck on a banana. Shoes. There's a snake under my hoof. I cannot move. Oh no. Wait, if it's already under your hoof. Oh, you're saying like your hoof is above it and you don't want to lay down on it? Or lay the hoof down?
We'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
It's trapped. If I move, it will bite.
I'm glad to hear
Welcome,
that.
Aaron, by the way.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful. You might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Zero.
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
I mean Tom.
Oh, and Snake.
Yeah.
The crew isn't watching anymore. You can take off
I
the
haven't played
disguise
this in a
now.
while.
Good idea.
It's Tom.
This isn't
Major
right.
Tom being a reference to David
Time
Bowie's
for the
song,
snake to
apparently.
shed his skin.
Kojima had a real love affair with David Bowie. Not like an actual affair, but like, really liked it. Ooh, what? Whoa, dude, crazy. Whoa. Was it weird that I was reading the Cyrillic text and was trying to translate it before I read the English one and realized it was a proper name that does not have a translation? That's Major Tom. Can you be ground control? No, not necessarily. I don't think so. That's what I was gonna try to do, actually, throughout the through. But it's hard to not see the English because it's like it's right there. I wish I could turn it to just the Cyrillic, the Russian.
This is Snake. Kept you waiting, huh?
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food.
It was
as well.
Snake the whole
You're
time?
completely naked, just as your name implies.
If you choose I like MGS2
Now
at the
I see why
beginning,
you asked
it
me
starts
about
with
snakes.
the
I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer.
if you
gun.
say if
Use
you
them to hunt
get
for
I like
food. You'll also
MGS2,
find some
it gives you
medical
a Mask
supplies
of
in your
Raiden.
Yeah,
From
about the
MGS2.
backpack.
That's all.
I'd
It's just a
lost
fun
in the
little
tree
Easter
on
egg
the
for
way
people that
down.
didn't hate Raiden. Now that is some
I
Mission
see.
Impossible
Well,
stuff right there.
Better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
I can try to translate some of the
problem.
Russian
I can see it
names
from
if
here.
you need help with
It's
those.
stuck on a
I don't know
branch.
all of them, obviously, but I think I can. I know at least some of them.
Climb a tree.
like at least
stand in front of a
Chorny,
tree that's covered in ivy
that's
and
black.
press the action button.
Um,
I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We
And that's
can't
the only
risk
one I know
violating
from what I've
Soviet
seen.
airspace, but I'll be in the gunship.
if
My
they made a
frequency
modern
is
internet version
140.85.
of this game, the main
I'll
character would
give
be
you a
Small
call if I need
Snake.
to talk to you. If you need
Small
to talk to
Snake?
me, use the send function.
If they
Okay,
made a
Snake,
modern
go
internet
get your backpack.
version. I'm not sure I understand. I'm sorry. No killing? That's what I'm gonna try to do. Because I don't think I even have that achievement, which is weird for me because usually when I do a stealth game, I try as hard as I say. Or I try as hard as I can to go without killing anybody. Don't look at the names of any of these. I thought I... Oh, maybe I did get the... Finish the game without killing anyone. Never mind, I did get that already. So maybe we'll just try and do a killing game. I don't know. But I don't know. Something about it. I don't like that. I actually really, really like to play without killing anybody. Boop is Snoot. That's how you say small snake in meme speak, I think. Yeah, I was just confused what the reference of small snake is. Unless you're talking about me, which is... I mean, I don't know how you would know that, but it's true. I can confirm. Okay. I watched a speedrun of this game up to like the halfway point, and I hope that helps us. He didn't use any glitches or anything. It was straight up progress, but really fast. Yay.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire.
Oh,
Once
I
its
forgot about
durability
that.
reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon.
Yeah, I forgot about
Any
that.
weapons and
Not a
equipment
big
beyond
fan
what
of
you're carrying
that
now,
mechanic.
you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons
Except
and
I don't-
equipment? Whose
it doesn't
crazy
matter on
idea
this
was this
playthrough.
anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. Weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember,
Sorry,
I'll keep
I was
it in
thinking a
mind.
small snake would be a
You
worm,
said
but it
this was a
wouldn't.
solo
Worms have no
mission, right?
backbone?
right.
I didn't even
Guess
think
that
about
means I
snakes
can't
having a
count on any
backbone. That's interesting.
reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over
The new
river.
Deus Ex is the one where you can do non-lethal
introduce them
game
to you.
2 for an
This
achievement.
time,
I
survival
played it
is
that
of
way pretty
utmost
far, but then some
importance.
people did some very
First
bad
member of the
things
support team will
and
be in
had to
charge
die
of
for great
monitoring your
justice.
physical condition,
I didn't want to
acting
kill
as a
people who were
medic,
just
so to
doing their
speak,
jobs without
as well as
behaving
recording
badly.
your mission data.
I'm sorry
She's a
to
member
hear
of
about
Fox as
that.
well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Hello, paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is
good
145.73.
We got some
She's
spicy
also in charge
drama
of
in the
recording your
chat.
mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
No.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you?
I do.
Legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Okay, anyways, hey. Okay, 1 second. I'm sorry.
Hey. Oh goodness. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Here. Hi.
Okay, sorry. Welcome, Jugno, by the way. Maybe I already spent big money on something, so I will let my wallet lick its wounds a little bit. Oh, for a bit, sorry. Is this something you bought the Framemeister? I looked into the Consolizer and I was really sad because I couldn't find anywhere that actually sold it anymore, so to hear that there's a pre-order, that's pretty cool. But it's probably still just as expensive, which worries me. But honestly, I don't know, that sounds like something I might be interested in. But I'm sorely tempted. I can see why you would be. I like it. I also play it on realistic difficulty, so one shot to a sensitive location will kill you. It's exciting to me. That's how I played the newer games too, but they're a bit more forgiving. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that the newer ones are more forgiving. I feel like that's a trend in a lot of games nowadays. It's just, they're just not as difficult as they used to be. Well, on a large scale. Like, if you look back at the older releases for things, they're generally a lot harder than the modern ones. In my opinion. Usually. Are you dropping frames? Oh no, am I? I swear if I'm dropping frames. Am I dropping frames? Please let me know. My cat owner life is progressing too. I have bloody scratches on my right wrist now. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. That's too bad. I know that's a thing some cats do, but that's too bad. I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. But hey, it's a mark of a kitty. Sometimes. Some kitties mark their caretakers like that. Ishmael's done it only when I go to the vet with him.
Major,
Like I have to
I've spotted 2 enemy
get him
soldiers.
into a harness.
KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Your bitrate looks stable at 2,912 kilobytes per whatever, with a deviation of plus or minus 300. Your average stream Frame rate looks stable at 30 FPS plus or minus 0.5. No dropped frames were detected. Thank you for the information. Although I'm not saying that this is where you're getting that information, but if I watch someone on Twitch and the video stats thing where you can see their frame rate and their bit rate and everything and how many drop frames, it, for me, very rarely actually works for the dropped frames thing. It's very touchy about that. So the thing she was talking about with camouflage, it's interesting. On the 3DS version, you could actually take a picture of something and use that as your camouflage. Like it would turn that into a texture. Like I think I took a picture of a Dr. Pepper bottle, and it made it so the Dr. Pepper, like it multiplied the picture enough to fill an entire texture. I don't know how well those actually do. There might be a benefit still, or a lack of benefit related to the environment that you're in, but I don't remember. The 3DS version I kind of put out of my mind a bit because it's so low frame rate. It's probably like 15 or 20 frames, and that's without 3D. It sucks. Is what I'm trying to say. Web player statistics show the frames the player/playback drops for you personally. Even then, I swear it might say like it's dropped 2 frames when I swear it's dropped several hundred. Uniform. Do I have anything fun? Let's see. Plus 15. Okay. Oh, naked. Oh, goodness. Ladies that aren't named Erin or Lumi. Check it out. Oh, sorry, SB. Oh, Tiger Stripe. There we go. Okay. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So the gun we have... So, yeah, the Mark 22 is what we get normally. But on this difficulty, we get the easy gun, which has, as far as I know... Yeah, oh, there you go. Special silent tranquilizer gun. You don't have to worry... You don't have to worry about the suppressor leaving. And it also... This really is the easy gun. It gives you better camo... better accuracy, no need to find a suppressor. We could play the way the game wants us to play, where it's like you have to scavenge for food eventually, or you have to make sure you don't shoot too much because your suppressor will wear out. You'll have to find another one. We could do that, but I don't want to because that doesn't sound fun to me, at least at this point in my playthrough, at this point in my Metal Gear Solid career. You also get 10 fake death pills. Usually on the higher difficulties, or lower difficulties, you get more of an item than normal. Like the Mark 22 on the hard difficulty is probably only like 30 shots, maybe? I don't know. Streamer can drop 10,000 and it can still show 0 for you. That's the thing. That's stupid. Because I can drop, like I see the frames, they're dropping. They drop. But the game, or the thing is like, nope. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's like, I don't know. If this game doesn't work... Oh my gosh. If this game doesn't work for streaming, I don't know what we'll play, honestly, because I'm very interested in Metal Gear Solid right now. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Sonar, motion detector. Interesting. Lens! Welcome. We're just having a fun old time with our gun. I don't know where this other guy... There might be another guy around here. I'm not actually sure. I forget.
Who was that?
No one?
Who's that?
No. Oh, jeez. Nothing?
Radio, call HQ.
Nothing? Really? Really? Well, that's... I'm scared now. Okay. Looks like everyone's gone because the alert thing is going down. Okay, that was scary. That was a very terrifying test of our lack of skill. Yep. How's it going, everybody? Yep, not much to talk about today, actually. That really sucks. Oh my gosh, and now I don't even remember where to go. Oh my gosh, we're already lost. Wait, this way. That's right, we haven't gone this way. Let's do it. Let's go to Dolina Vodna. Which means Dolina Vodna in English. Apparently. That grin is one for the record books. That the reason for that angle, I think, is to show you. Oh, first of all, need to try and get this little guy. Wait, where is the? Oh, there it is. I'm freaking exhausted from this weekend and sitting in the heat today. Oh yeah, how did the circus go? I mean, fair. Same thing, basically, right? How did that go? There he goes. That's funny. We just shot down a bunch of bees on these guys. I believe there's a way to shoot down the bridge. I don't know how though. I'm not sure. I don't know. So yeah, those green things, those are keratans, I believe. They're little frogs, and you try and shoot them. They're hidden everywhere. I think there are 30 in the game. And in the 3DS version, they're actually Yoshis. And they make the Yoshi sound like... It's very cute. There's no way to track which ones you have, though, which kind of sucks. It was a circus? Oh, I thought it was a fair. I'm sorry. I thought it was a Tiger Woods thing. No, but seriously, I thought it was a fair. Wait, what is going on? Oh, sorry. Okay. There's an analyzer tool online. It takes a 1-minute sample of your stream, completely eliminating the viewer's PC and internet from the result. Fairly trustworthy. I'll have to look into that. How will you cross without a bridge? Because I'm Solid Snake? I mean, I'm not Solid Snake. That's a lie. I just lied to you. I'm sorry. I'm Naked Snake. And no, I didn't eat my snake yet. Or I mean, didn't get my... Nope.
I'm in HQ.
What's going on? Respond. Huh? There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
No, shoot! Ooh, get off me, bro! Huh! Booty shot! No, I meant like it was crazy. Oh, gosh, dang it, dude. I'm stupid. I mean, I'm sorry for misunderstanding. It was a fair. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, God. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb. I'm a big old dumb. These environments are amazing. Like, look at the texture work, dude. Holy crap. This definitely looks like a game that came out in 2011. Oh, man. Look at how detailed that is. Wow. I think in these HD collections, they generally just up-res the character models, and that's it. Stoop! Stop. Oh. Did you get your free version of Steep yet, Linz? Because I'm honestly about to make you a Uplay account just so you could get it. Because you only have until the 21st to do that. Looks better than Real Stone.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory.
Yeah, dude, I'm surprised it isn't Real Stone, honestly.
This place is a dump.
Could have fooled me.
I can't see Sokolov from here. Security is pretty tight.
The security is pretty tight.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Whoa. There are probably like 10.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be
Okay.
holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
I'm surprised it didn't say, like, kept you waiting, huh? Unless they do that. I don't know. No, I haven't been able to get on my computer this weekend. I have a busy day tomorrow, too. I'm not looking forward to it. Okay. I'm going to make an account for you then, and I'm going to get that game for you. And then I will give you the details on Twitter, probably. And then there you go. Because it's a game that you should get. In my humblest of opinions. I feel like I'm listening to your impression. It's so close. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. And if you are not, if you're being serious, thank you. That makes me feel very good. And I'm sorry to hear about tomorrow. I hope that everything is okay. Oh, we working now? What do you mean? Thank you for sending that to me. Which thing? Which one? Which thing? The link? Trogudabomb.com. Am I? Excuse me? No? What?
Who's that?
No! What? You can't see me. I appreciate you. Thank you. Uh-oh.
Control here. Enemy sighted. Requesting back.
Where are they? Oh. Oh yeah, another thing about the easy gun is I don't think you need to worry about how where you shoot them, whereas usually you have to worry about like the place you shoot them in. Like the head is an instant tranquilization, but the leg is not. The leg you'll have to worry where when they go down. It's hard to explain. You are the end of that sentence is I don't. What are we talking about? I'm excited if Miss Bashfulface streams tomorrow. She's gonna be doing Donkey Kong Country 2, and I'm really excited for that. Okay, hold up. Skadoosh. Wait, where are they? Where? Oh, I see you, you little ding dong. Okay. I don't think we're safe, but we're gonna continue forwards as if we were, because man, oh, I love teabagging. Oh, you are thebomb.com. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you appreciate me. I appreciate you as well. Did you know that? I appreciate you very much. Even if you don't know who Thanos is. And you haven't watched any of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. Despite that, I forgive you. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters to me. Gosh, that's such a good emote. I wish... I don't know. Never mind. I don't want to say that. I'll tell it on Twitter. Is this the part of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone when Vernon Dursley is throwing away all the Hogwarts letters in the fire?
Are you one of Vulcan's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Oh, it is Zero. Okay.
Zero?
I thought I was...
I have a message
I thought I spoiled something. But okay, yeah, he is Zero. Gotcha.
Sorry for being so late.
Translated as, kept you waiting, huh?
Did he now?
What does it mean?
Oh, is it a message?
He's a man of his word.
What on earth?
But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak?
Спасибо большое, господин
Mentor.
Sokolov.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Looks so cool when he gets on that radio. Oh my god.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Oh, so the consolizer, it's not for the console and the mod, it's just the mod. That's gonna be an issue for me. Give silly cutscene action. These cutscenes are so good, dude. Don't mock them. This is like watching Titanic. It's so good. Why is he trying to do Kamehamehas behind Snake's back? That's too bad, Jugnal. Gosh. I just wish it would be easier to capture footage for handheld games or systems. We've already talked about that at length, I think.
Freeze!
Get behind me! Sokolov. Go hide in a locker.
So this is the legendary boss.
Oh my gosh. Who else wears those and does that with a revolver? Oh my god.
You're from the Ocelot unit.
He's not a revolver.
What's a Gru soldier doing here?
Oh.
Soldier?
I'm the commander.
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Oh, is he gonna do the thing? Oh, I hope he does the thing.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Oh, never mind. He didn't do the thing. Wow, that's not a revolver. Yeah, okay. That's a straight up American-made sliding barrel handgun. Krauser. No. Don't ever utter his name in a game that's actually good. Gosh, so cool, dude. Oh my gosh. He should be in the next Suicide Squad movie. He should be the next Deadshot. Lloyd Lawton who? They could call him Dead Shot-a-lot. I shouldn't be laughing when people are getting shot in the head, but hey, that's where we are now. I'm sure once the mod gets off the ground, someone on eBay or some other will mod a whole bunch and sell them whole.
Good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the Gru.
Sokolov, take cover.
Sokolov, take cover. Sounds like it's gonna be rife with some upselling quite a bit. Or margins. Like I bet they'll sell it for like 300 or something.
Boss, are you?
No. She was my mentor. Why do you ask? Do you know her? Am I Ocelot?
Crew operatives?
What is that stance?
CQC, I learned it from the boss. That's my Mark 22. Never been fired once.
If you're not the boss, then die.
Ooh. CQC. Close quarters combat, I learned from the boss.
Leave it! Shoot the other one!
Don't shoot me. Oh, dude. Snake is so blooded. Oh, yeah. From what they are talking about, over 4,000 are being ordered, so there's bound to be plenty to go around. Okay, that's good. To be honest, for 300, I wouldn't mind paying to have everything done for me. That's just a lot. Like, I could buy 300 Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2s on the Game Boy Advance for that price. What was that? That was his roar of intimidation. Is he gonna shoot the bullet? Oh, darn. That would have been freaking awesome, though.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil.
Dude.
That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
And you're not? What are you talking about? Ocelot? Oh, I guess you're the filthy American cat. I'm sorry. Oh, my mistake. My mistake.
That was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm the best.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
He did 17 spins, flips, and trigger pulls faster than anyone else could pull the trigger. That's either really amazing or really dumb. Meow! I'm loving this. Good. I'm glad. His voice is so Snake, the same Snake every impersonator does. His voice is so Snake. Please don't. Please don't mock me endlessly for this, but I don't understand. Oh, here he goes. Basically, I'm trying to say the impersonators sound very much like how the real Snake sounds. Oh, okay. I think I know what you mean. Just gotta give him... nice little... bag of goodies. Draineth, hello! Trog your band. Oh no. I'm sorry, what did I do? If it's about what just happened with me and Ocelot, that is between us. Okay, that's between two